And we're back. We're back for another video, and we're also back from a holiday, which was so nice. Sam and I have just come back from a week away. We went to Fiji. It was the most relaxing experience of our lives. We literally sat there for 7 days in front of the sun on a lounge and did absolutely nothing. And it's so important to do that. We really benefited a lot from doing that. When you're working so hard on work and you're doing massive projects like this, it's so easy to forget to look after yourself, and that for us has done mentally and physically wonders, and we feel rested and rejuvenated and ready to get back into the house again. Not that we needed much more motivation to do it, because it's super exciting. We have, of course, behind me, Velux Skylights. So these things are absolutely everywhere. If anybody pays any attention to the block or any marketing on Skylights, you just know Velux, because they're the absolute go-to. Skylights, really affordable. That's probably something that a lot of people don't know. We particularly have a very flat pitched roof. These are just a fixed skylight, and they're approximately 900 by 1200 mil wide and high. They're less than $500. Like, they are so cheap, and they're so effective at putting an amazing amount of light in the room. So above our island bench, where it will be behind me somewhere here, we're gonna have these 3 skylights next to each other in between our new rafters here, and it's gonna be over the top of our island bench and our oven and cooking area. And it's amazing because we've got this beautiful big gum tree in the backyard here, so we're going to be able to see all of that natural light come through the roof. We're going to be looking at the birds through the windows. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to cut these holes open. I'm going to walk you through some of the processes of this. We're just probably going to provide a little bit of a brief overview of what we're doing, and open up one of these boxes. I have already had a sneak peek, as you can probably see here, but let's show you what we're working with. We've got our fixed skylights. These are FCM. I'm not too sure exactly what it stands for, but I do know that they're double glazed, and it's just designed for a flat roof. So you've got lots of different models and applications for high pitched roofs, low pitched roofs, flat roofs. So make sure that you get the right one for your right style of roof, including either a tiled or a sheeted roof. But as I mentioned, these are basically the stock standard model. You can get them that are operable, that sometimes work with solar, have manual operation and things like that. So lots to choose from, but being the sort of fixed model, these are incredibly affordable. So I highly recommend these if you're just looking to get some natural light in some dark areas of the home. And all those who are in the Melbourne, Victoria area, big shout out to Bell Skylights, Mornington. These guys helped hook me up with these skylights, pick up only, which was amazing. So they do lots of services with installation and also flashings and things like that to get you all sorted and do like full quotes. Or they do supply only which is what we did. So big shout out to those guys, absolute amazing help. But let's check it out. Okay, and here we go. Oh, such a good size. Oh, I'm so excited to put these in. So we have 3 of these going in side by side. We'll have a little bit of a gap in between them, each for all of the structural framing. Sorry for all the knocking there. That must be a bird on the roof trying to eat some bugs. So yeah, we've got 3 of them, which are going to be going up here. So we've got 3 openings. I do have to do some alterations to the battens for the roof sheets, and do some little bit of structural work to take the load of the skylights as well, so they're all connected properly and framed out nicely for our ceiling below. But we're going to have all 3 of them next to each other here. Oh, can't wait. This is going to be awesome. Hot tip for cutting out your skylights is to locate the corners of each of the openings. Here I've done it by drilling a hole through the roof sheets in each of the corners, so that when I get on top of the roof I can see where they're exactly positioned. To cut the right opening size, I measured from my holes and plus the size of the boxing, including a small clearance all the way around for some play. Don't worry if you've overcut just a little bit, as you can always compensate with wider flashing later on.
Stay there.
The other ones.
It's just turned to nothing.
All right, number one, obsessed with how much light is coming through this hole. It was so awesome to come down here after cutting and lifting up that roof yesterday and having a look at all this natural light that this room gets. I mean, not that this room is dark to begin with because we've got windows on all these sides and these beautiful big bifold doors behind us, but man, how good are these things? They're so awesome. Number two, I have to remake the curbs because they're not tall enough. So in the brochure for the Velux guide, it does say to put your curbs, which is this top boxing piece above your trimmers, a minimum of 100 mil. But what Velux doesn't say to you is that it needs to be 100 mil above your roof sheet or your tiles. So you need a good bit of clearance above your roof finish so that you get a really nice high flashing. Otherwise, if it's any lower than 100 mil above the tallest point of your roof finish, then you're probably going to get water that's going to spill up and then sort of start to penetrate the bottom of the seals for the skylights. I mean, super unlikely that that would ever be an issue, but I think it's really important that you do go to at least that 100 mil so that in case of any extreme weather or wind and it sort of starts to push water into your skylights or into your flashing, you definitely want to make sure you've got that nice height there. So quick last little minute pop to Bunnings, got some treated pine 140. That'll give me my 100 mil clearance above my roof sheets from my trimmers at the moment. So remake these boxes and try it again. So as it always is, as soon as you want to do something outside, whether it be painting or doing roof works, it starts to rain. We can't seriously seem to do anything on these outside areas without it raining, so I'm going to try and be nice and quick out here. So as you can see, we've got these two installed just behind us. Now these are just sitting here, so we've still got to get our plumber in to get all the flashing and everything measured up, so I'm just going to sit them in place for now, throw a tarp over the top when I'm finished, and then at least then we can just take our time and get the plumber to sort it all out later on. But here you can see these new timbers that we sort of set up here. So they're a little bit higher, which gives us that nice bit of clearance above the roof sheet, and that means that we're going to get some nice height to our flashing. So I'll give you a little bit of a closer look at these now, and then we'll throw this last one on before it starts raining. Alright, so apart from the obvious, needing to pressure wash the entire roof because it's completely covered in all of this moss and barnacles and everything that's been falling from this big gum up here for gosh knows however many years it hasn't been cleaned. That's the last thing we need to do before we get all our flashing on. So we're going to get all this measured up, get the flashing ordered, clean this roof, and then we're ready to get it all sealed. And that will be the end of this video. That's all we've got basically for now. We're going to begin starting to finalise everything in our walls, get our electrician in to start doing all the roughing, and then start to get all of our provisions and everything ready so that we can start plaster, which is just super exciting. So make sure you stay tuned for all this exciting stuff that we've got coming up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We really love you guys' input. We really enjoy people engaging with our stuff. We love the comments, and we like talking to people about the things that we do and love. So please make sure you stay tuned and let us know what you think. See ya.